There's a moment so quiet it defies sound, so brief it defies time when your heart stops. The final beat. The last breath. The world around you continues indifferent. Birds still sing. Wind still stirs leaves. But for you, it all just ends. You're dead. Now, here's where things get strange. You don't drift toward a light. There's no tunnel, no beckoning hand, no reunion with grandma or judgmental deities waiting with a clipboard. Instead, there's a moment of absolute, pure nothing. Not blackness. Not silence. Nothing. The nothing is so complete that even you are no longer you. You're not floating in the void, because that would imply there's a you left to float, and a void to float in. This is not sleep. Sleep has dreams, or at least the awareness that you were asleep when you wake. But this is deletion. The turning off of a switch. The unplugging of a lamp, filament going cold. And just like that, the life you lived 100,000 moments of joy, regret, frustration, kisses, traffic jams, laughter, spilled coffee, breakups, paychecks, puppy cuddles, and sleepless nights is gone. Not remembered. Not replayed. Gone. But that's not the end. Because you open your eyes. Not the same ones, of course. These are new eyes. Fresh and alien. The air that rushes into your lungs feels strange thicker or thinner or scented with something you can't name. You might not even have lungs. Maybe you don't even breathe. But there's a sensation startling, jarring of awareness flooding in. A first gasp. A first thought. You're alive. Again. But not as you. Not as the person who died moments or eternities ago. That person is over. That life, a completed book on a dusty shelf. Now, you're a different being entirely. Born into a universe that doesn't even know Earth existed. Maybe Earth doesn't even exist here. Welcome to Universe 2.0. Or Universe 71,905. Or Universe Zeta 7 Coraline 45. Call it whatever you want. Names don't matter. What matters is that it's not the one you knew. The Great Migration of Consciousness. Let's back up. Scientists and philosophers have long wrestled with the idea of what happens after death. Religions built empires around the hope of an afterlife. Heaven. Hell. Nirvana. Valhalla. Even the cosmic joke of eternal return. But what if none of them got it quite right? What if consciousness, your true self, is not bound to one body, one timeline, or one universe? What if it's a traveler? Not in the classic soul on a journey sense. No harp music, no karma scales. We're talking raw metaphysical migration. Consciousness as a quantum hitchhiker, leaping from one existence to the next. You die. You see nothing. But that's not a bug in the system. It's the loading screen between levels. The next you has no idea this happened. Just like the current you had no memory of your previous host. You were born screaming, probably, naked, and confused in a strange world, and you'll do it again and again, until... What? Enlightenment? Escape? Integration with the infinite? Or maybe there's no goal at all. Maybe you're just the spark that keeps jumping. A universe unlike any other. In this new universe, things are different. Maybe gravity moves sideways. Maybe the sky is emerald and the oceans glow with bioluminescent tendrils. Maybe you're not even human. You might be a crystalline intelligence or a gas-based life form speaking in frequencies of light. Maybe you're a mushroom hive mind on a jungle moon. The details change. The laws of physics may shift. But one thing stays the same: awareness. Consciousness. The core observer. It adapts. It learns. It begins again. And this consciousness? It's not fragile. It's persistent. Like a song that keeps rewriting itself across a multiversal radio, adjusting to the wavelength of the world it lands in. And you, whoever you are now, have a lifetime ahead. A brand new one. You'll cry. You'll laugh. You'll stumble. You'll love. And someday, maybe 100 years later, or maybe after only 6 months, depending on the fragility of your new form, you'll die again. And you'll see nothing. And be born again. A loop. An infinite reincarnation cycle, not within one world, but across every possible world. The comfort of nothingness. Now, you might think this is terrifying. Eternal lives? Never-ending rebirths? Doesn't that make life meaningless? On the contrary, it makes every life more meaningful. You only get this version once. This body, this culture, this version of gravity and color and language, this exact sunbeam, this particular dog licking your face, all of it is limited edition. When you die, you won't remember this. Not even the goodbyes. Not the love. Not the regrets. It will vanish like chalk in the rain. And that's freeing. Because it means you can give everything to this life. It is unrepeatable. No do-overs. But there will be another life. And another chance. A different story. So when you lose someone, grieve, cry, mourn, but no, they're not gone. They're just not here anymore. They're off starring in a new universe, in a new skin, beginning their next tale. And one day, when your own curtain falls, you'll begin yours too. Consciousness without borders. Why does this happen? No one knows. Maybe it's a glitch in the universal operating system. Maybe it's by design a feature, not a flaw. Maybe there's a meta-consciousness somewhere, a great web of minds, and every new universe is a pulse to the system, adding more color to the infinite tapestry. Or maybe it's simpler than that. Maybe existence wants to experience itself, and it uses you to do it. Not you, as in your current name and job and Netflix queue, but the deeper, unnamable core that watches, listens, learns. The observer. It doesn't cling to identity. It doesn't need a consistent story. It just is. And the moment that awareness collapses, it reboots. And where it boots up again, that's the cosmic dice roll. The myth of finality. We've been taught to fear death, to see it as the book's final page. But if this is true, if death is a doorway to somewhere utterly, radically else than death isn't an end. It's a comma in a sentence that never finishes. It's a chrysalis, the falling leaf before spring. There's no heaven, no hell, no eternal resting place. But there is eternal motion. You'll never know what you were, but you will become something new. A letter to the self that's yet to be. So let this be a letter to the you who will come next. To the being who will breathe on a planet with 3 moons and glass mountains. To the consciousness that will crack jokes in a language shaped like bird calls. To the one that will fall in love with someone who glows, literally. You won't remember me. But maybe, just maybe, something in your dreams will echo. A flicker. A pull toward stars you've never seen. And maybe that's enough. Live like you'll die, but not end. If all this is true, if the you behind your eyes is a cosmic traveler hitching a ride through universes like a backpacker through time, then live boldly. Be kind when you can. Be curious always. Love with abandon. Try things that scare you. Make art. Make mistakes. Forgive others. Forgive yourself. Tell stories, even silly ones. Eat the damn dessert. Climb the hill. Laugh at your own jokes. You don't need to worry about what's next, because what's next is coming, with or without your permission. But for now, you're here. This universe is yours for now. And when the curtain falls, you won't even see it. But somewhere in a universe beyond this one, something will stir. a gasp, a breath, new eyes opening. And just like that, you begin again.